All right, let's talk about elite Joe Flacco once again having a really good performance here with the Indianapolis Colts. He was very good when he came in with the Browns. Didn't start with a team last year, eventually found his way to becoming a starter even with Cleveland. Was the backup in this game, playing against a good defense. Didn't know he was going to be playing. He had every excuse in the world to look poorly and still finds a way to look really good in this one. Let's talk about what he was doing well. First, it was a lot of stuff like this. It's going to be a zone coverage concept that the Steelers are in right here. For the Colts, they're first going to have a receiver run a route, just trying to push a Steelers linebacker kind of further deep. Because then Josh Downs will run a route as though he fakes, as though he's going towards the bottom of the screen. But I'm going to kind of cut over to where hopefully the linebacker's been further deep. There could be a window to get a touchdown right here. When this play begins, you see Flacco looks over towards Downs, and it's working okay. I mean, there is a definite opportunity to make this throw, but keep in mind, it's 3rd and goal. So you would like to get the touchdown here. Now, I mean, getting to the 1 yard line still helps because you can go for it, but there is a Steelers player right at the goal line. However, Flacco gets this ball there so quickly. Downs runs this route so well. They're able to just do enough to get into the end zone for a touchdown here. It's really good stuff here by the Colts. It's nothing fancy. That's a lot of what you'll see. It's just doing the simple stuff. Like, for example, this one, it's going to be a man coverage concept on a 3rd down and 6. So, important plays here, right? 3rd down and goal, 3rd down and 6, just outside field goal range, or I guess in long field goal range. Once again, it's Josh Downs, who had a really nice game for the Colts, running just a quick slant route over the middle, right? Definitely a play that can work against this coverage. When it begins, Downs runs this route pretty well, but it's also defended pretty well. I mean, there is not a lot of separation, and again, keep in mind the situation. You want to get a first down here. You don't want to just get a conversion, get a completion, but only gain a couple yards. But Flacco leads Downs in a way where Downs is able to go and make the grab and get past the first down marker. These are the kind of little things, especially this play, that you just get with a veteran that you don't get with someone like Anthony Richardson, who Richardson made some impressive plays that certainly 40-year-old Joe Flacco could not have made in this game. But each guy, of course, has their pros and their cons. This is the pro of someone like Joe Flacco, is he knows kind of how to lead his receiver, let his receiver make the tough catch. Downs the good player, take advantage of that. That's what Flacco was able to do. There definitely were some negatives, specifically this one, which was not a great play. It does kind of go to show what I think you see from Flacco, where, good and bad. This is kind of just his play style. This is the zone coverage concept that the Steelers are in. It's a cover 3 zone. First, the Colts are going to have a receiver run a route, just trying to get underneath the corner's zone. Get the corner kind of moving over. Just try to get the Steelers players in general who are in that area of the field to look at him. Then you have a receiver who's starting on the offense's right, get all the way over to the offense's left, meaning the Steelers players covering that side of the field aren't going to be ready for him. Hopefully you can get a window and make this play work. As you see when it begins, you see that Flacco is going to look over, and as of right here, it's looking okay. You can definitely see what Flacco sees in this. The issue is, if you're going to make this throw, you probably want it to be out already. You'd want him to be making this throw now. He waits too long and throws it too far deep, which allows the corner to get back into the play. Nearly has an interception right there. That was kind of the one issue with Flacco. Again, he's going to make the throws, right? He's going to put the ball where it should go for the play to work. And if the plays work, he's going to get completions and it's going to look good. If they don't, he is going to turn the ball over. Even with Cleveland, he put the ball in harm's way a decent amount. It's just part of what that comes with the territory, essentially. Luckily, this time, though, didn't end up hurting them. But it also, works in plays like this, where, again, kind of the way this game went, if you missed it, was that the Colts got up big. They got up 17-3. And then at a certain point, the Steelers said, well, let's just keep pushing the ball down the field. And that worked. They were able to consistently score. But Flacco and the Colts were also able to consistently score and keep it a 2-score game for most of the game by putting up points of their own. The way it works on this one is you have a receiver running a deep shot trying to keep the corner further deep. Another receiver just gets into a gap in coverage. Watch as when Flacco takes the snap, he looks over and fires over, and there's just a little bit of a window here, right? This isn't even poorly played by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh does a pretty good job on these concepts of closing the gaps quickly, but Flacco is throwing the ball and getting the ball to those gaps the second they're getting open. This is a complete catch, and they pick up the first down right here. Again, it's one that you look at and you say, well, That's not the craziest play in the world, right? I mean, that's just a quarterback hitting an open receiver, but maybe not wide open, but open. But part of why it's working is because Flacco just understands the game of football so well and understands when to put the ball in the right spot. Like this play is another one. Again, a 3rd down and 7. So I didn't purposely pick so many third downs, but this is just kind of how it happened to work out. Is the kind of the best plays were on the most important downs. It's a zone coverage concept for the Steelers, and the way this play works for the Colts is designed to beat zone. You have a receiver running a deep shot, which can hopefully push the corner further deep. Another receiver is kind of running more underneath, and then you have someone in the middle. Usually that middle route is the one that gets open. As you see, when Flacco takes the snap, he's going to look in this direction and fire in this direction. Concept's working. You have a receiver open, and the ball's already left Flacco's hands. This is what you want. As you see, really well thrown ball by Flacco, but again, it's just everything's working. Good job by Downs. Good job by the 2 setup routes as well. A lot of times when it comes to wide receivers, the guy, only guy who gets credit is the guy who catches the ball, but usually you need multiple guys running good routes. That's what happened here. Really good stuff. And I want to give one more shout out to Josh Downs on this one. A 3rd down and 6. And again, a big spot in the game, right? You could try a long field goal from here, but that's dangerous because if you miss it, you're giving a short field, only up 7. Josh Downs is running a quick route towards the sideline, and let's see what happens. Flacco takes the snap. He's going to fire it in that direction. And as of right here, I mean, there is a window. The more concerning thing is that the Steelers player is kind of right behind Downs. So on a 3rd and 6, is this really going to go for a first down if you make the catch? Well, hey, at least you can gain a couple yards, right? Maybe you don't get the first down, but make the field goal a little easier. Well, no, watch Downs make the grab, cuts back inside, and picks up the first down anyway. They still ended up with a field goal on this drive, but made it a much easier field goal and were able to kill a little bit more clock. So, again, this one less by Flacco, but more so by Josh Downs, who I thought had a really impressive game. And for the Colts in general, they just have a lot of good offensive players, I think. To some degree, I think this could be another good lesson for Richardson, who, like I said, I thought played well in this game before getting hurt. We saw it with Minshew a little bit, but a game like this could help him kind of realize, to some degree, just get the ball in your playmaker's hands. Sure, you are an incredible athlete. You're the best athlete on the field, but sometimes just give the ball to Josh Downs and he can make a play. Give the ball to Michael Pittman and he can make a play. That's kind of how you can make things work. And again, I think it could help his development even if he wasn't out there for it, if that makes any sense. But for Flacco, again, very good backup quarterback, showing it again here. Might be a top 32 quarterback in the league, but obviously, when you have a young, talented guy like Richardson, it still makes sense to develop him more. But yeah, those are my thoughts on all of this. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.